What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Yes, I listened and I learned. I'm learning, okay, to tilt it horizontally for YouTube videos. So here we are. Hopefully you guys can actually see this one. Anyway, we are back 2 days out from Halloween Horror Nights. And as you can see, there is no medallion yet. I imagine that's going to be going up either tomorrow or Thursday before the event starts. But they do have, let's see if I can get them all in frame here. They have all of the house posters up. So it is getting real. Let's go. So today really we're just going to go and look at what all is new right before they open for the event. New since the last video I posted, let me rephrase. I know there's a few new things that we have learned, as well as a few new decorations that have been put up. So we're gonna go check that out. I'm also going to do my best. It's a little hard to see because of all the fencing, but I'm gonna do my best to update y'all on Rocket's progress of demolition. Looks like the directions for houses have been put up. Looks like there's going to be 4 of them? Wow. Okay, 4 of them down this way, which is next to Minion Mayhem. Makes sense because they had to get rid of the entrance that was next to Rip Ride Rocket, and that housed at least 2. So it looks like we've got to have 4 down this way. That might make for a bit of a crowd issue, but we will see. It does look like they're still going to use the queue in front of the stage. Definitely a big one. I'm not sure which one is going to be redirected this way, but if I see the signage, I'll find out. It's whatever this one's going to be. Here's some of a Rip Ride Rocket update. There's not much to be seen from this point of view. There's definitely some stuff going on outside of City Walk. They're actively working on that. And then as soon as I get down New York, I will show you what's going on there. All right, here's your Rip Ride Rocket update. This is, well, that's about it right now. That's all you can really see. It is getting slowly more and more, well, taken apart, as you can probably imagine. They are actively working right now. This is the last little bit coming out of the firehouse. It did, for anyone who didn't ride it or doesn't remember, it did loop around and go back that way. So, there it goes. They just put up the menus officially, I think yesterday. So I will go through, I covered this in my TikTok, but just so y'all can actively see what we can expect from these. This one's the Fallout one. This one, I believe, is the WWE.
I saw that yesterday. It was like 8 inches of bliss. I think that's
one second.
And they're like,
this one's the WWE house. I'm interested in the fried carrot cake for sure. You don't really hear about fried carrot cake a whole lot. So let's give it a try. Here are the drinks. They do have a mocktail in case you're interested. Under 21, don't drink, whatever your case may be. There we go. All right, so next one. This is where the Death by Cheese Stick and the freakishly long corn dog are gonna be. Honestly, might have to try both of those. Interesting, interesting. Let's keep it moving. Of course, you have the Terrifier booth. Got the cookies, bloody popcorn, and then the angel wings. Also got a couple of cocktails that are for them, and then you've got just your typical beer, water, soda, all that stuff. This especially, gonna try that one. I do drink. This just sounds really good. Let's keep it going. We've got, just to give you an idea on the area, we've got Mummy here. This is where the tribute store is going to be this year. Oh, there goes the Blues Brothers. All right, so it's going to be inside the Mummy Exit gift shop, which is Sahara Traders. It's going to go over here and be where the arcade was before it shut down. So you see, it says it there. And of course, nothing is open yet, but you can see the facade and all of the things going in. So it looks like they're going to be tying it into the theme of the Mummy, which is interesting. The next bit of info we just learned is that Louise is being transformed into Freddy Fazbear's Pizza for Halloween Horror Nights. And they're gonna offer some actual sit-down dining, it seems like, instead of just your typical to-go food, which I'm pretty excited about. If you've seen the menu, I did cover it already on my TikTok, but if you've seen the menu, it sounds really good, and I'm looking forward to trying it. And apparently there's also going to be a meet and greet of some kind, or if I could actually speak my native language of English, maybe it would work. It is a photo op. It's not a meet and greet. It's a photo op inside of the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. I'm assuming of the animatronic characters or something like that. So we're gonna see about that, but.
Okay. How did father?
Here's where the Club Horror Bar is gonna be. I, for some reason, thought it would be a little bigger, but it is right outside of Fast and Furious. Here's this for you guys. Got some draft beers and some cocktails for you. Looks good, looks good. Here's the setup. They do have a tap, which I like that. It seems like, as I was reading about it, that a good majority of places that are going to stay open during Halloween Horror Nights, such as the little bakery areas and restaurants and stuff like that, they're going to have something HHN related, whether it be just like alcoholic beverage or a snack or something like that. I know a couple places have a little bit of the same things, but I'm pretty sure if you go to any of the places that are open when you're here for your visit, you will find something Halloween Horror Nights related. I am really grateful that they keep Nocturne Alley air conditioned. It's so freaking hot out here. Even though it's 50 in some other places, it is still definitely 90 plus here. There hasn't been too much talk of it yet, but they are going to be having the Death Eaters come back and go throughout Diagon Alley, which honestly is, at least for a Harry Potter lover like me, is a really cool thing that they've added in recent years. And I love when they go out into the crowds and you get to see them, you know, duel and things like that. It's a really fun time, I think. Right now we're just gonna walk over towards the Nightmare Fuel stage. Check out the show times that they're gonna have available. Looks like it's gonna be Nightmare Fuel Circus of Decay this year. I know that the Fuel Girls have been here practicing for, gosh, well over a month now. Let's see what we got here. All right, so, it looks like they're gonna have 4 show times, 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30. It's actually, I think, less than last year, so that's interesting, because regardless of how I feel about the show, it is a crowd puller. So I'm hoping that it still does its job. They do have the Lagoon show this year, which I will go over those times as well. It is more than one show this year, which I'm pretty excited about, because that means hopefully that's also going to be a crowd puller. Looks like they're going to have at least one back here next to MIB like usual. They sometimes have two, but it looks like it might just be one this year. Not HHN related, but if anyone has any tips and tricks on maxing out the score on MIB, I just went in there because air conditioning, and I can't seem to get over 500,000. I know, gosh, that's such a first world problem, but if anyone has any tricks, hints, any kind of, nerdy insight, let me know in the comments, please. Here's one that actually surprised me before. Oh, it's already at a 25-minute wait. I don't know which one it's going to be, but I personally have not seen a house queue outside of the Simpsons world before. Usually they kind of leave Simpsons alone. I thought it had something to do with some kind of contract, but I guess they're going to use it this year. I've said it once and I'll say it again. The Duff Bar is an excellent place to just sit for a second. Get a beer, get a water. I don't care what you do, but it's a great place to just sit and chill for a second when you've been walking HHN since 6:30. Here's the next menu. This one is right outside of Simpsons Land. It's the food truck. This one, they are bringing back the fried PB&J, but looks like they're going to make it a little bit spicy, so it's going to be a sweet and spicy one this year. If anyone's ever had the fried PB&J, holy crap, is it one of their best things in my humble opinion. Looks like they're going to have two different styles of the tenders, and then this is another one I'm looking forward to. It has the sparkling apple cider, it's got the whiskey in it, and of course you can't forget the gummy bears. They've also got that one, and then they've got the typical ones. So we have the, this is right next to Animal Actors, by the way. That's the thing right there. This is going to be the big bar back here. It is the Crazy Cat Lady Premium Cattails. I love that. They're gonna have, ooh, goodness, these sound good. The prices are gonna just kill my wallet, but that's okay. We got this one, and we're gonna have that one. Looks like, I am personally not a fan of bourbon, but for those that are, I got it for you. Of course, the full service bar, and then the different beers are the usual. Excited to see what this one's gonna look like once it's all done. It's already got all the vines up. I'm sure there's going to be some stuff out here. And then of course, this is where they're going to have all the food that I'm probably going to get as soon as I get here. They're going to have the inferior ramen, the walking taco, and of course, for those who prefer it or need it, they have the vegan version of the walking taco. I've discussed this scare zone in one of my other videos, but it was before I learned about, going horizontal with my videos. So this is going to be the Crazy Cat Lady scare zone area. This is one of the most impressive things I think I have seen so far, and that's saying something. Looks like there's a little walk-through area over here. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm big on all the different details. That was the word I was looking for. Good gracious me. All right. So we've got, I have personally yet to find Little Boo, but if someone finds him, let me know. I'd love to point him out. This is going to be the Crazy Cat Lady scare zone, right next to the lagoon here in Central Park. It has an entire story of how she gets her victims. excited to see what those costumes are going to look like for the scare actors too. All right, we have made it over to the lagoon. This is going to be the lagoon show this year. I am so glad they brought back lagoon shows for HHN. The last one I remember them having was when the Weekend haunted house was here, and it was so good. So as you can see, they're going to have 4 different show times. They're just slightly different than the Nightmare Fuel show times. I am glad that they're doing it a few times per night this time. Also, I was just told by a friend that the artists who have been creating some of the t-shirts for Halloween Horror Nights just released a podcast. And so to go check that out, because apparently it is full of good information. This is, as always, going to be the HHN bar. This is the big bar at Battery Park. I'm going to walk over there and show you all the menu and the drink specials. There's not much I can do about the glare, but I'm hoping that you're able to see the offerings as best as possible. They have 4 different ones this year. All come in a souvenir cup if you so choose. And then of course they have all the beers, the wines, the full bar pretty much, and then of course the Coke and water. For some reason I thought they had food here, but I guess I was mistaken. They've got these big TVs set out. Not sure what those are going to be for yet, but we will find out as soon as it opens. And we are 2 days out from turning off the R and the V, and it becomes Mel's die-in during the night. I love seeing that, and I love seeing all the merch that they're putting into it this year. And I know I said it in one of my other videos, but I'll say it again because you never know. Maybe one day it'll happen. But I really do think that they should include the horror makeup show as part of Halloween Horror Nights. I know that it's a small venue. I totally get it. But I think that it would at least pull in some crowds. They could do it, you know, like on the hour. And it would still draw some crowds, and it fits with the theme. So personally, I think they should add it in. But I sit here and say that and realize that they've been doing this for 30 plus years, and it's not gonna happen. But one can wish, right? Also bring back Bill and Ted. That's pretty much all the new stuff that has come out. Again, there's only 2 days until Halloween Horror Nights. I will keep you all updated on minor things that come out on my TikTok and also Instagram. It's all in the same name if you want to check it out. Otherwise, I will catch y'all in the next one. I will also keep you updated on any Rip Ride Rocket information, more construction details, what the next project's going to be once we hear about it, all things like that. One more thing I did want to cover is that Universal just announced that they're going to be doing the scaredy cat necklaces for $20. You can get them. They only work in the park. They do not work in the haunted houses, but it basically tells these scare actors to ease up on you. I get, honestly, if you're coming to HHN, you should expect to be scared. But I mean, I get, some people just want to come and check things out. I totally understand that. So for $20, you can get a lanyard or a necklace, and they'll chill out on you just a little bit. So there's that. That's pretty much it for right now. Everything else we have covered in other ones. So I will keep you all updated, like I said, until the next one. Bye.